What's going on, brothers? This is Mgtow, know the name. Got another video for you. As written in the title, Feminist Lunatic Advocates Violence Against Men. Here goes. Now, Hammerhand spoke on this, and so did RPM, so I figure I'd go ahead and throw my 2 cents in. So here goes. So you got this feminist author and activist who is clearly advocating violence against men. This is from the article. I want patriarchy to fear men. Mgtow says, the time for being civil, peaceful, and polite is over. Feminist author and activist shares her call to action for women and girls. Mgtow urges that radical steps need to be taken in order to dismantle patriarchy, including the use of justifiable violence against men. There it is. The Egyptian-American journalist and activist argues that being civil, respectful, and polite should no longer be options for women and girls. Politeness upholds the power of the patriarchy, she told the Out in the Open host, Pia Chintapohawe. I want patriarchy to fear feminism. I want patriarchy to fear women. Mgtow is recognized for spearheading the hashtag Mgtow movement in 2018, where Muslim women spoke out about being sexually assaulted in sacred spaces, including while on the Hajj and Islamic pilgrimage to Mecca, Saudi Arabia. She also coined the hashtag I beat my assaulter after a man in Montreal nightclub groped her and she proceeded to beat him up. In her latest book, The 7 Necessary Sins for Women and Girls, Mgtow says women and girls need to harness anger, attention-seeking, ambition, power, profanity, lust, and violence in order to truly be liberated from what she describes as the tentacles of the octopus known as the patriarchy. Man, this woman is insane, and by the look of things and from what I've just read, she has a death wish. Because if women and girls followed suit and took her line of madness, a lot of them would be in the morgue. These are legendary bad days. A lot of men are not merciful anymore, they're not playing nice anymore, and a lot of them feel that they really should not have to, since we live in an era where false allegations, phony outrage, and fraud seems to be the flavor of the month. So this feminist believes that justifiable violence against men is okay. But check this out. Have you noticed that none of the bitchmate simps, none of the man-china butt plugs, and none of the feminists have broke radio silence on this article? There's a reason for that. Because they approve of it. Their silence is their approval. As long as men and boys are on the receiving end of violence, as long as they have misfortune dogging their steps, they're okay with it. But you're not supposed to be angry. You're not supposed to put a stop to the misfortune, the calamity, and the madness. You're not supposed to put a stop to any of that. You're supposed to go along with it, because if you don't, then you're not a real man, and all this other dog shit that they tell themselves or try to sell to you to stop you in your tracks from getting some justice. But I gotta say it like this. Typically when men are wronged, they try to balance the scales. And I don't know what this feminist is thinking, and at this point I don't think she is thinking. I think that This woman is actually a troublemaker. She might be an Asian provocateur. That's what she might be. I mean, the red hair, the glasses, justifiable violence. Fucking really. Man, you brothers out there who have eyes to see, ears to hear, stay safe during these perilous times. And what are your thoughts on this article? I'd love to hear about it in the comment section. I mean, I'm going to be real with you. If ever a day came where these feminists decided that they feel entitled or emboldened to go looking for victims, feminism will be a distant memory. I'm going to say again, if the day comes where they feel entitled or emboldened to go looking for victims, feminism will be a distant memory. Things like gender is a social construct, things like men and women are equal or women are just as capable as men, all that will go out the fucking window if these feminists decide to go looking for victims. Mark my words. Feminism is cancer. The pioneers of feminism were tied to the Ku Klux Klan. One in particular was Margaret Sanger. She was the mother of Planned Parenthood. And her whole reason for using Planned Parenthood is for population control, most likely to get rid of black and brown people. And she said, and I quote, "We don't want word to get out that we're trying to destroy the Negro population." And there you have it. The pioneers of feminism were tied to the hate movement, and feminism itself is a hate movement. That's why I will never support it. Not ever. It's a societal cancer. That's exactly what it is. No amount of belly aching, no amount of word salad, pack of lies that these feminists and these bitch-made simps and these man-child butt plugs can say to me will convince me otherwise. Feminism is a hate movement. And this woman, this feminist activist and author just proved that. You brothers, check the article out in the description box. It'll be posted there. Bear witness. See for yourself. And put that article in the war chest. This is the line of Mgtow. And that's all I got to need this video, brothers. If you like the video, like badass scenery, like the commentary, feel free to subscribe if you don't visit my channel. You find a tip jar on the upper right-hand side of the screen. That's just G+ icon. Alright, fam. Alright, brethren. You know it's real, you know routine. Go away, live away, SYSBM. As for these feminist nut jobs, these bitch-made simps, these man-child butt plugs, and those who would see you reduced to rubble simply because you have a Y chromosome, give them nothing. This has been Mgtow PSA. More to come. Sit tight. See you soon.